We are live. Welcome, guys, to episode 3 of the Superhero Hour. And today we've got a few topics to discuss, as well as also go over some shows. Some people, of course, may talk about Gifted. I will be one of them.
We can't talk about that yet. That'll be next week. It's airing right now.
Praise the Lord. Thank God. Anyway, guys, welcome. And with me here is Charles. How's it going, man?
Doing pretty good. I'm actually pretty interested with a lot of the news that we have this week, and I can't wait to talk about it.
All right, cool. And of course, Boored Buddha.
What up, guys?
All right, let us get into some of the news we have this week.
And I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh my God, that's Charles again. My bad, sorry, my speaker's on. All right, let's start off. So we've got some DCEU news, and of course, as every week, something feels like a catastrophe with the DCEU, or at least scary moments. The first was the fact that the DCEU connected universe may not be fully shared as thought of. In a huge article written by Vulture, they talked about the DCEU. They talked to Jeff Johns. So it's not speculation. They actually spoke to people at the DCEU. And they said the universe won't be as connected as it seems. So people started taking it out of context, I think. What they basically explained is that there will be less emphasis on building a super connected world. And every story within each hero will be self-contained with maybe some parts stretching out. And also, they did confirm that they will be doing offshoot movies like the Joker movie and stuff like that. So
Stupid.
Look, trying to keep each movie self-contained, I am okay with that. It kind of sounds like something to what Marvel is doing, where Marvel, each of the individual movies do have like slight connections to the greater universe, but overall each movie is its own. But with the standalone movies, like what they're doing with the Joker, I'm sorry, that's just a bad idea, and it's going to be confusing to the audience. I don't see it working.
I definitely agree. I think before you jump in, Lou, is I think what they should have done is they should have picked different obscure characters and made those standalone movies. You know, if you're gonna do a Blue Beetle versus with Booster Gold, right? They know about Superman. You may even mention it, like they know they're in the world, but they have nothing to do with them at all. That could be like that. Those are your ways of making DCU standalone movies. They're still connected, but no one is gonna show up at all. That's what I was hoping for. The Joker spinoff and what that is going. I hope that with Justice League being successful and with other things moving forward, that kind of pushes that back. And also with this person being busy, Scorsese. I hope that pushes that back. But what do you think, Lou?
You already know how I feel on that stupid movie.
No, not that. But I'm just saying in general, the connected universe conversations.
It's just DCEU being stupid like always. They don't know what the hell they're doing at that studio. So basically, they could all kick rocks and hope for the best.
Wow. Taking it to the extreme. I think they're just being a little bit more Marvel. They're making it sound different, but it really is the same thing. I think the problem they face is that because they're movies, the current DCEU, in terms of the first 3 movies, were super connected. Man of Steel and BVS is a direct sequel. It's not a connected movie. It's a sequel. And then Suicide Squad technically is a sequel because Superman died. And then Justice League is now that other sequel as well. So, there you have it. No, we're not going to ban Richie A for talking about Gotham. Come on, man. Stop fighting there, people. Stop fighting.
I mean, hey, I like Gotham, so are they going to ban me too?
No. But I think we're going to have something just less connected, more Marvel style, and maybe a little bit more self-contained stories. Marvel stories are not self-contained. Sorry, police sirens. But it's something that I think they'll go with. We'll see what happens. We'll see how each story goes.
And if we, hey Richie, if we do decide to talk Gotham, that'll just bring out a rant, and I don't think he wants a rant.
Anyway, but to squash people's fears, somebody asked Jeff Johns, so the DCU movies are not connected, and he said his answer on Twitter was they're 100% connected. That was his exact answer. So basically, it's a connected universe, just not. It's not like BVS and Man of Steel. There you go. That's pretty much it. So.
Okay, those two were a direct sequel.
Yeah.
Now everything else you could just drop little hints here and there.
Yeah, that's just it.
Kind of like what Marvel is doing with some of their characters.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were trying to explain. They didn't just want to say we're copying Marvel.
It's not a bad formula to copy. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
They're 14 movies in, and they're
except the cheesy part. Just take that away. Just take that part away. Just don't feel.
We're not CLB maniac. We all enjoy the DCEU movies.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh, we're not hating it. We're just talking about the connectivity. Let's talk about quickly. I don't know if you guys saw some of this news today. There were some images that broke this weekend. Some posters.
This weekend or today?
Sorry, weekend was posters. I'm just going to show you guys the posters first. I don't know if you guys got to see these. No, you guys didn't get to see these. Let me see.
Well, we've seen the Justice League images today that you shared on your personal channel instead of putting it on the onboard channel.
Were we watching this again?
Huh?
Were we watching this again? Anyway, here are the images. Let me close this up.
Oh, you talking about those dumb character posters that they love to do?
Yeah, yeah. We've got Cyborg. We got Flash.
Cyborg look like RoboCop.
I know he does, right? We've got Aquaman, Wonder Woman. I like the Batman one though. I definitely like the Batman one.
I don't like the blue.
I like it. It's fine. You can't have black on black, man.
You can have black. You can have black on gray.
Thank you.
It still won't look. It still won't look hot.
Yes, it would have. That steel gray. Oh man, come on, man.
This is not
you got
iPhone.
that steel gray on your iPhone, homie.
Where's the iPhone? Oh wait, I don't know where it is. Anyway.
Well, that means he's done with it.
I'm still using it. I'll still use it for a little bit. But anyway, Flashpoint script is reportedly finished. Question to you guys is who do you want to see direct Flashpoint?
I honestly don't care. Just give me a director that can do a movie.
Well, I don't want to speculate because no matter who I pick, most likely that guy's not going to be selected. So I just like who is currently in talks to direct the movie.
The name that's been running around for the longest time is Robert Zemeckis, because Robert Zemeckis is Jeff Johns is a big fan of Robert Zemeckis.
Well, Robert Zemeckis is the same guy that did Back to the Future, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of Back to the Future. I didn't like any of those movies, but No, I didn't, man. I don't like time travel stories. I don't. I can't.
Do you like Terminator?
So you're not gonna watch Flashpoint?
No, don't watch Flashpoint. You can't watch Flashpoint because it's a time travel.
It's straight up trying time travel.
I don't like time travel the way it was. Look, going into the future, that I'm fine with. Going into the past is what bugs me.
That's where he's
going to the past, and instead of having Bruce Wayne as Batman, we're gonna have Negan.
No, he's gonna pass. He goes to the past to save his mom, which messes the present. That's what happens. Remember, because he comes back, and it's like, oh snap.
So I don't know. Just look, but
I
do
watch the Flashpoint anime, even though it's not gonna be the same thing. But that's your best.
That was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Back to the Future or any of its sequels, I am a fan of Robert Zemeckis. I think he's a very talented director. So him directing Flashpoint just because of his past experience with time travel stories, I think he can pull it off. I think he'd be a good choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Lou says, just give me somebody so the movie can start shooting. I think it's going to be the next movie to get greenlit, because right now we know that Shazam is going. I mean, they're just looking for the actor at this point. But we just waiting to hear if John Cena got the role. That's pretty much it.
They're just waiting for Cena to finish doing his Transformers stint, and then his Survivor Series stint, and boom, he's gone for a while.
No, they're going to start shooting in February anyway. So
okay, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Cena gets hurt in the next major pay-per-view Survivor Series. They'll fake it. They'll fake the freaking injury. He tore his hamstring, or he blew out a knee, and he's gone for 6
around
months.
as Shazam. Okay, yes. All right, cool beats. Richie says the true Superman will come back in a black suit. Well, there's a toy out there. Rumored. Yeah, there's a toy leak image of his black suit, and I don't see why they won't do it. And actually, the funny thing about the black suit is, even if they could easily just CGI the color over, they don't have to actually make a black suit. They just have to do one without the cape, and that's pretty much it. But okay, so Charles says he likes Zemeckis. And we'll have to see about that.
That H's response is funny.
Terminator 6.
Please don't talk about that garbage.
You're the one who put it in the show notes, man. So they even go there. If you didn't want to talk about it, you shouldn't have put it in there. It's going to be a direct sequel to Terminator 2 and ignores all other sequels. And okay. But the thing about Terminator is that every movie after 2 is a different timeline, if you really think about it. So it's not like it's just timelines, different timelines.
And they're going to address the fact that Arnold is old.
Yeah, of course, they always have to address it. We'll see.
You know what? Speaking of Arnold, I watched his latest movie, Kill Gunther.
How was
it? It's a stupid movie.
Yeah, I figured.
But you know it's stupid, so you're going to enjoy it for what it really is.
Foolishness.
Yes, straight up foolishness. And it was sit back, eat your popcorn, and just watch the dumbness. I mean, there's some damn dumbness, but it makes you laugh.
Okay. All right. Cool. Some more news points. Let's see. What else do we have here in terms of movie? Michelle Williams will play the female lead opposite Tom Hardy in Venom. That is going to be happening. That movie will be shooting soon. So that's out there. Godzilla King of Monsters completed filming. Wow. Okay. Really? When did they start shooting that?
Earlier this year.
Oh, wow. So it's coming out next year, right?
Yeah. I think about 4 months ago. 4 to 5 months ago they started.
Oh, okay. All right.
And for you guys, Glass started shooting today.
Yes, Glass started shooting. Can't wait for that. You still haven't seen the sequel, right?
Whedon, Unforgettable.
Oh no, I haven't seen Unforgettable or on Unbreakable. I haven't seen Unbreakable or Split yet.
Oh, you need to see both. You definitely need to see both. You will definitely enjoy it. I think it's up your alley. Definitely up your alley. Let's see. What else do we have in the news? So that's movie news. Nothing else came out this weekend that was announced as scary. I mean, other than the fact that number one movie this weekend is a Tom Cruise movie.
Was it? I thought it beat him again.
Yeah, last I heard, it beat him.
So that was
last I heard, it was it beat him by like a hair.
Maybe it was updated. Let's see. It bidded by 0.3 million.
Damn,
so number one movie was It, Warner Brothers, American made, Universal 17 million. And then Kingsman Golden Circle was also 17 million at number 2.
Kingsman Golden Circle doesn't deserve that. It was a crap movie.
That's your opinion.
It was stupid.
I mean, you watched the first one?
Yes, I've seen the first one. I love the first one. The second one wasn't even remotely close to being as good as the first movie. It was terrible. And I think giving it a 5.2 out of 10 was being generous.
Ooh, wow. You didn't say that last week. You're like, okay, it was nice. I preferred the first one.
So
you soaked it in and you're like, no.
The longer I thought about it, the more I realized that it's just a bad freaking movie.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, Matthew Vaughn should be ashamed of himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means do you want Matthew Vaughn to make a Superman movie or no?
I don't know. Like before seeing Kingsman 2, I was like, sure, Matthew Vaughn would be great for it. But after seeing Kingsman 2, I'm like, ooh, I think I might need to backtrack from that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
your opinion don't matter.
That's Charles' opinion.
Shut up, Lou.
That's Charles' opinion. All right. Going to sorry, excuse me.
Granted, I haven't seen Kingsman 1 nor 2.
Yeah, you should definitely see one. You definitely like one.
Yes, my son has been telling me to watch one, and he's offered to put it on for me, and I've been like, I'm okay.
TV notes. Game of Showrunners to direct the season finale, and season 8 directors have been confirmed. I guess they wanted to. I mean, I don't really trust showrunners directing episodes, but whatever.
They directed the season finale of this season.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for letting me know.
Also, Game of Thrones news. Next season, each episode will be 15 million.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big. That's a pretty. What was the budget per episode in the previous seasons?
It's
Last
always
season
increased.
was about 10.
It's always increased every year. Now next year it's 15 million. How many episodes? 6. 6 episodes. So you do the math, man. It's a small movie. I mean,
but each episode's gonna be about, at minimum, an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh yes, glorious.
You have a lot of story to tell before you get to that final episode still.
Yep, definitely. Smallville's Tom Welling wants to appear on Flash. He's currently playing on Lucifer. I read something today about his appearance on Lucifer. He said he was talking about 2 shows he was going to do on Fox. He wasn't the right age for one. He didn't get the other one. They reached out to him to do Lucifer, and they said 10 episodes. So he went, and then he binge watched the first 6 episodes of Lucifer. And then he was like, he reached out to them. He's like, I want to do 15 episodes. Can I do 15? They're like, sure. So he's back. I don't know. I know Lucifer is back tonight, right? Or is it sometime this week?
It's tonight. Lucifer comes back on tonight at 8, I believe. So it was already on.
So yeah, let me know how.
Yeah, they were. Lucifer was 8. X-Men Gifted is on now at 9, and I don't know what's on at 10 because I really don't care.
Yeah. So
yeah, but 1 second to mention what Holly Day mentioned. Yes, I watched Inhumans and I did enjoy it.
Wait, we're going to talk about Inhumans. Don't worry, relax.
Oh, okay. I'm just I didn't know if we were going to ignore her comment.
No, we will talk. I watched 1 episode, so you guys doesn't matter. Spoiler, I really don't care. We'll talk about Inhumans. We'll talk about Star Trek as well.
You know what the funny thing is, E?
What?
You started it, so you got to finish it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, no. But we'll see. If it becomes annoying.
It's either that or Bryan Singer's Gifted, man.
Do I need to share that video again? That Palpatine video again?
No. What Palpatine video? Which one?
I shared it in the onboard chat.
Do it. 2 billion times.
Well,
that video. Okay. Okay, let's continue some more of the news. Supergirl adds Bollywood star Amy Jackson as Saturn Girl. Just so people know who the actress is.
Who's Saturn Girl? Who's Saturn Girl? I mean, I swear, I'm thinking of Sailor Moon and crap.
Saturn Girl is from the Legion of Superheroes. Right here. So that's the actress. That is Saturn Girl with blonde hair. She doesn't have blonde hair, but she is from the Legion of Superheroes. I just can't remember. Oh yeah, she's a powerful mentalist born on Titan, one of Saturn's moons. And Legion.
So, do you think that Saturn Girl will be the connection to Mon-El?
No. She's not. She's from the future. She's from like the year 40 or 30 something. Like way ahead.
Well, we don't know where Mon-El is.
I don't know. I don't want to see Mon-El anytime soon.
Hey, I liked Mon-El.
I just don't even like that show in general.
Supergirl is not a bad show. I mean,
it's poorly written.
It's flawed, sure, but
it's not entertaining.
All right, fine. I'll shut up.
No one says shut up. I'm just pointing out stuff. I'm like, it's just not that.
It has its issues, but I'm still willing to go with it.
Len Wiseman is producing Underworld TV series. We'll see on what channel. Do you know?
I don't know what TV channel it's going to be on, but I am actually looking forward to the TV show more than the next installment in the movies. I'm hoping they kill the movie franchise and just focus on the TV show, because that's what this franchise has needed. I mean, the
problem there, Charles.
the only good Underworld movies are the first two. From Rise of the Lycans onward, it got progressively worse.
I don't agree with you there. I've enjoyed all the movies.
Rise of the Lycans was decent. I didn't have a problem with Rise of the Lycans. It was entertaining to a point. Awakening was downright stupid, and Blood Wars was even worse. And it's just
I like Blood Wars.
I didn't. I thought it was stupid. And the thing is, Kate Beckinsale has been looking for an out of that franchise for a while now. So this is basically her chance to be done with the character.
Actually, it's probably not. Dude, you realize one thing. You get paid in TV more than you actually get paid in movies sometimes. And
Perhaps.
a less work schedule.
Yeah, but really, man, Kate Beckinsale needs to move on and do other things. We need fresh, new actors in these roles.
I don't know where they're going with it. The only issue will be, like he said, what channel? It needs to honestly be like an HBO, Netflix, Amazon type of show.
Well, the thing is that if it's Len Wiseman, most likely it might end up being Fox.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Well, then if it's going to be Fox, it needs to go to the cable side of Fox, where they can get away with a lot more versus national TV.
Yeah. Speaking of something that should have been renewed without any stress, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5 was not a unanimous choice for renewal. It seems like they weren't too sure about that.
They didn't want to renew it. They wanted it canceled because it didn't get the ratings.
Surprisingly,
for how good season 4 was, it didn't get no rating.
I say that Disney should move this after next year, to Disney's online service.
I agree. That's where it should go.
Yeah, and you will take people over, but you have some good consistent show, and then you can build on the storyline much better and all that stuff there. I think that's what they should do.
And
I have a question about Disney's streaming service. Are they going to be moving the Netflix shows to the streaming service?
No. Initially, we thought that they reached an agreement. The Netflix shows are not going, but the movies are off.
Okay.
So the movies are off, at least for now. The Netflix shows are not going for now. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to build. I don't think there's going to be any more new Netflix shows. So it stops at,
that sucks, because there's supposedly there might be a new hero in the Punisher series.
But I don't think that will. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't think that will. It depends. These things may change by then too. It may go, okay, this is doing really well. If we move it, this is going to be bad, or we can have simultaneous viewing, and we'll see how that viewing goes. Right.
Well, if this turns out to be true, that they're not going to do any more new shows, then that means we're never going to get that Moon Knight show that everybody's been hoping for.
No, you can get Moon Knight. It will just be on Disney.
Yeah, but the thing is that on Disney's streaming service, they wouldn't be able to have it as adult as, let's say, Punisher is going to be, or what Daredevil season.
That is very true. Now, if Disney were to,
why not? They can put NC-17.
No. It's not the rating. It's the way Disney does it. Unless, again, depends. If Disney calls it the Disney, Disney Channel app, Disney is always traditionally, once it's Disney as the main name, everything has to be vanilla, PG-13, max, and that's it. That's how they've always done business. Now, I'm not saying it will not change or they can do something differently, but if they call it something else, that it's not just Disney. Remember, it's Star Wars, everything together. Then maybe it changes, right? We don't know. Again, these things are developing. We'll see once it actually launches, what it launches with in terms of shows, and what happens to the Netflix stuff come 2019. So we got some time. There. Any more TV news? I think that's pretty much it.
I have the notes open up. Let me see if there's.
I'm looking at it. Just in general, I'm looking at it.
We have Inhumans to discuss and Star Trek Discovery.
All right, cool. Let's start off with the good show, Star Trek Discovery. I said
Um,
purpose.
I can honestly say I'm really enjoying what they're doing with Star Trek. And if you watch the video I posted in the onboard chat, there was some Easter eggs in there that like really like super Star Trek nerds might have gotten. And there's one thing that Robert Meyer Burnett and Jason Inman were both saying, that this team on the Discovery, they could be the Black Ops Special Unit 31.
Yep, I definitely agree. Especially,
So I mean, because we've seen a few of the officers on board with black insignias and not the
Yeah.
traditional
when
silver
when
or gold.
when I saw that black com badge, I immediately thought of Section 31. That's the first thing that I thought of, the first thing that popped up in my head. And then the more that I learned about how secretive some of the projects are on the Discovery, I would not be surprised if this is going to be an origin story for Section 31.
yeah, I definitely agree. And also the fact that they had so there were two projects that are their main projects from Section 31. One was the instantaneous travel, which is basically what they were talking about, was basically an advanced version of a jump drive, like Stargate. And jump drives are the best, man. Screw warp speed.
Jump drives didn't exist in Stargate, dude.
No, sorry. Battlestar Galactica, my bad.
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica.
I said Stargate, my bad.
Yeah, Stargate's
look, man,
holes.
all they need to do,
which is technically a jump drive anyway, because you're going instantaneously to another planet.
Well, they used wormholes in hyperspace. That's what they used.
all they need to do, all bullshit aside, is go to the Dragon Ball Z universe, get some Yardrax, and learn how to use instant transmission, and boom, that's it.
Yeah. Well, they don't really cross. One's animated, one's also fake science fiction, but we get it. But I like the fact that, like you said, there's so many different weird experiments they're doing. And one of those weird experiments is creating killer creatures.
Yeah, that thing was the weirdest hybrid of a cat I've ever seen.
Yeah, but think about that, right? What's the best thing to do with something like that if you're going to attack Klingons?
Klingon? Transported onto a Klingon?
You have instant transmission into Klingon hosts. You dump 10 of them into Klingon warships, and you jump out.
Yeah, because it seems to be blasters don't kill it.
Yeah. Jump in, drop like 10 in 10 Klingon ships. You jump out, you come back like 10 minutes later. Done. But yeah, Charles, what do you think of the episode? What were your high and lows in the episode?
Well, I enjoyed the episode overall, and in the third episode is when I finally realized that the Discovery first officer, the alien from the first ship, I realized that guy was Doug Jones, and, and I absolutely love Doug Jones. I think he's an amazing actor, so I'm very happy to see him in a Star Trek show. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed episode 3. It felt like they were trying to do more just the whole warped bodies and everything kind of reminded me of Dead Space, the video game Dead Space.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was thinking about where that came from.
It kind of reminded me of Dead Space, and it kind of pushed me out of the whole Star Trek feel. But my overall thoughts of the series so far is that it doesn't really feel very Star Trek-esque. It feels more like a generic science fiction show.
I disagree. I think it does. It feels to me very Star Trek, but in the realms of Section 31, or
you want to know
something like that. Where the thing about Star Trek is that, and I think a lot of Star Trek fans tend to forget. Star Trek is this world where human beings have pushed past, and we are now, we roam space. There's no poverty. There's no money. There's no this and that, but there's still human behavior. That will never go away. And, throughout different episodes in Star Trek, whether it's Enterprise, whether it's Deep Space Nine, you got to see some of that, like with Section 31 guys messing around. You're going like, who the hell are these guys? But we're part of Star Trek, and we answer to the admirals, and some of the admirals don't even know who we are. Or you find about, what's the Star Trek time ship that nobody even knows of?
Relativity.
Yeah, exactly. That too. some shady stuff that they do too. But it's like, that's what Star Trek is. And I think Discovery is just giving us so that they can do a show that's not necessarily part of canon, but is canon and doesn't mess around. Is Discovery takes that path there.
Well, they're already messing with the canon, with the look of the outfits and the look of the freaking Klingons.
Like I said, I've told you, because of what the ship is, because they can time jump, because remember, if they can mess with fabric of reality itself.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I have to put it in quotes because you really can't do that. But if you can do that, then means everything is game. Look, it's like anything. Once you have the Flash and the Flash show, once I watched the first episode of the Flash, I'm like, we are going to see multiple universes and we're going to see time travel. Done. So when you now throw in there that I can mess with the fabric of reality, really? Like, you think they will not reset certain things?
Here's a theory that they brought up on that video as well. They believe at some point in this season, by the end of the season, we will find out it's the mirror universe.
No, it's definitely not the mirror universe. It can't be.
They're mimicking J.J. Abrams' outfits.
But Todd, I mean, not Todd. No, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Lou.
Yes, Lou. Yes.
Watch the video. They're bigger Star Trek nerds. They know a lot more shit than I do.
Yeah, I mean,
watch that 30-minute video.
No, it's not. But it doesn't match. It doesn't match the.
Discovery is in the prime timeline. The same.
We don't know where it is right now. They can say it's here. You could say it's here, but by the time they get to the end of the season, it jumps to here.
But I can tell you this right now with 100% certainty. It is not the mirror universe, because if it was, this would not be Starfleet. It would be the Terran Empire.
Well, they're not going to do that.
No, then it's not the freaking mirror universe.
It could be a third universe, man. Look, whenever you time jump once, man, you go to another universe. So,
I mean, what the hell? They're dropping subtle Easter eggs so far in every episode. This week was Spock's mom.
Yeah, and next week will be Spock.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be. I thought that was pretty badass that she announced that her foster mother was Spock's mom. So she's basically the foster sister of Spock. So yeah, that's that kind of like made my jaw drop a little bit.
I like the fact that
that was part of the yeah, we didn't touch on it, but I thought I put it in the notes. Maybe I didn't. The mother was casted for this season.
Yeah, they did. They cast the mother, Spock's mom. I did like the fact that the chief engineer who ran the project was doubting her. It was like, I thought you were.
I didn't like him.
Vulcan. Yeah, I mean, he was such an idiot. I mean, he's gonna die at some point anyway.
I mean, what the hell, dude? They got technology in this series that the movies didn't have yet. None of the movies talked where the face was coming through the screen.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
That's why it's not the movie universe, because he doesn't have that. And the technology there is also technically high advanced than anything in the shows itself.
But this is 10 years before Star Trek.
Because this is 10 years before the original Star Trek, right? Yeah. Point-to-point teleportation did not exist then within the ship. You had to go to the teleportation pad. If I'm not mistaken, anyone correct me, because I'm very sure point-to-point teleportation happened by Enterprise. Let's just call that.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen it in any other show.
No, Enterprise. No, Enterprise could do point-to-point teleportation. Like, that was easy. Remember
which Enterprise?
Picard's Enterprise. Sorry.
Picard's Enterprise. Yeah.
Picard's Enterprise. Next generation.
Yeah, next generation. Next generation. Picard could be beamed off. Even it's done in the movie. Remember in the movies too, where Data died, he put a beacon on him and they teleported him out of the ship, and then he was teleported to the I was gonna say observation deck, but the main area where they all hang out, the control room.
Okay.
I can't remember the name, but yeah. So something is up with the ship, with this universe, because
with the captain itself, bro. Dude, did you catch all this? I don't know this stuff, but there's so many Easter eggs alone in that crazy room of his where he put the pet lizard.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff. I didn't pause to catch all of them, but there's a lot of stuff, and I was like, okay. So that's why I said it's something is up with this world where it's not the same. Think about it this way: the ship that she was on, to teleport into that ship, they had to go to a teleportation room, and they had the dish behind you. Just think about that from episode 2 when she remembered when Spock's dad brought her to the ship with her, her captain, and the captain greeted them in the teleportation room. And there was like a dish panel behind them.
Yeah, I remember.
So we go from that to spaceship that is like, computer, teleport me to, engineering. Done. So to me, I think something is up. That's not a standard ship, and it's just not a standard universe. Things are a little off somewhere.
And then another thing, they compared it to The Expanse. It has the feel of The Expanse.
I mean, it's slowly getting not as much, because Expanse is very slow. This has a lot of mystery building in now, because the captain has ulterior motives. There are many experiments going on in the ship. And all those experiments will pan out. She has been tricked to believing on one experiment because she thinks, wow, if we can travel this fast. Okay, I get it. We're in a war. We travel fast. We'll win. Cool. But they're doing other things in here, which we have to find out, right? And see. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was spot on. I'm with you, Lou. The week to week is buggy. And
it sucks.
I still don't understand why this is only on CBS All Access. It's so dumb. Really dumb.
Stupid week to week shit. I'm sorry, bro. I want my shows. There's only a few shows I put up with week to week, and that's the CW crap. Everything else, no.
No, Game of Thrones. Now. Game of Thrones.
No, I want that shit now too, but I've learned to be patient.
No, you've not learned to be patient. You went to go spy on everything. Mr. All-Seeing Eye, three-eyed bloody raven. Anyway, Lou, let's chill on that. Charles, let's kick off your new show. I heard you liked it. Let's talk about Inhumans, and I'll chime in.
Okay. Inhumans was good. Was it amazing? No. Did it have flaws? Yes. It had a lot of flaws, in my opinion. But I can see the show getting better as the season progresses. The show has a lot of potential. And even though it has 8 episodes this season, there is room for it to evolve and improve. I would have to say the best part of the show so far would have to be Lockjaw, the dog. I really liked him.
I had some issues with him. He looked CGI at some points.
Well, yeah, that's because he is CGI.
That's fine. I mean, let's go with that.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, bro. You claim this movie was filmed with IMAX cameras and all this and that. You would want to touch up certain elements. Like, Medusa's hair honestly didn't look that bad when it was choking Ramsey Bolton up against the wall.
Okay, one thing. All right, that's another problem I had with the show. Is that first problem I had was Crystal. I could not stand Crystal. Her lines were so stupid.
Who's Crystal?
Is that the princess?
The princess. Yeah, the princess.
Oh yeah, she was annoying.
Yeah, I didn't like her, and I also hated that they shaved Medusa's head.
Well, I think you had to because Maximus knows everyone's. I mean, I'm confused here with this Maximus character. Is he an Inhuman or just a regular damn human?
He's an Inhuman.
In the show, he's human so far as we know, but in the comics, he is a full-fledged Inhuman.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm confused with him.
The way they explained it is that he underwent the Terrigenesis ceremony and he was exposed to the Terrigenesis mist, but he came out of the chamber unaffected. So as far as we know, he came out unaffected. So as it currently stands, the Terrigenesis had no effect on him and he is still human.
His powers are extraordinary in the comic books. Extraordinary gifted inventor, superhuman intellect, mental powers, advanced knowledge of physics, mechanics, and biology. So he's very smart. That's the problem. He wasn't very smart in this one.
Well, maybe his powers haven't kicked in yet. Remember, like the boy that went through the thing and
Yeah, see,
he doesn't know how to use his power just yet.
I didn't like that. It wasn't bad. Okay, I'll give you that. It wasn't bad. I liked Black Bolt, you know, for saying very little. Like
homie killed his parents like flies.
Yeah.
Why?
I liked they showed his Black Bolt is damn powerful. I mean, the only people who stand in front of him is the Hulk, Supreme. That's pretty much it, I think.
Very few people. Wolverine?
I don't think Wolverine will last, though. He'll rip every piece of flesh off. I mean, we're standing there as adamantium skeleton. That's pretty much it. So he will be dead, yeah.
But, you know, the critics, like, really ripped this show. I don't know what they wanted, but if you go into it and just watch it as what it is.
There was so much more they could have done for a show like this. Look, the problem is, I know why people ripped it, and I will too, is because you have something that could be so much more, and then you just IKEA'd it, right? You went and bought IKEA furniture and just quickly threw it around, instead of you saying, okay, let's take time, let's look at what we want to do, and let's do this. Like that whole space agency section, we knew they did that on the cheap. I was like, this is a space agency, even if it's a privately run one, and this is how they control a robot on them. I mean, like, really? Come on. Like things like that just adds to the poor quality. Then the hair was terrible. Not the hair in CGI, the hair standing was terrible. That was the bad part. Like, you know, let her hair look natural, not this.
Oh, and the other thing, I'm sorry, bro. What really annoyed the crap out of me in this damn episodes was the fact that her and Black Bolt and Medusa, everywhere they walk, they're freaking holding hands. No, dude, I don't care that y'all in love. I don't need y'all to be holding freaking hands up and down the damn stairs.
I didn't like when Medusa was on Earth and she was talking through that comm device, just how she was being all melodramatic, talking to Black Bolt and everything. That really irritated me. It was like
it was irritate me because of the fact it
was overacting, man. It was overacting.
I don't think it was overacting. Remember, she just went through a traumatic event, losing all her hair. And then she's on a foreign planet where she doesn't know what the hell is going on. And, you know, Lockjaw was supposed to put them all together, and like a stupid dog, he put them everywhere else.
I mean, I watched the second episode, but I figured that was what Lockjaw was going to do. What I didn't like was Maximus, my least favorite character of all of them.
Didn't he play like Ramsay Bolton a little bit?
No, he didn't. To me, he didn't. He did. You know why I didn't like him? Not because of the actor. I think he's talented. I think the material they gave him was trash. I'm sorry. The motivation for him to move forward and we need to get out to go to Earth, like, I didn't feel any of that. I just felt like they just needed him to make him the villain and be done with quick. Like, that's what it felt like. There was, you know, I didn't feel motivated. He comes off as a very weak villain to me. For somebody who played a very good villain.
He probably gets better, but doesn't her hair grow back fast?
I mean, it should. The thing is, so the other thing too is that scene with Medusa and Maximus, none of those people would be standing at all. Medusa would have wiped them out quickly. Medusa is tough. I mean, and I don't think her hair is easily cut with clippers. I just
probably not.
I mean, let me just check what her hair thing is, but I don't think it is. It's, to me, none of those people were stood. So I didn't like that scene. And then they held her. They didn't hold her hair down, so she still could have beaten those people who were holding her. That I didn't get that. Like, to me, it's just not logical. I'm like, you're holding her hands now. This one does not fight with her fists. She fights with
you
her
saw
hair.
that on. Oh, you didn't see the second episode, so you really don't know. But she went through hand-to-hand combat with Maximus's head of security, and she technically won the fight. But I guess her inhuman power is she gets to come back from the dead.
Look, okay, here are her abilities: accomplished thief, prehensile hair, superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, and reflexes. I didn't see any of that shit in the episode.
Yeah, you did. You saw it in the very opening scene when she was in bed with Black Bolt.
The hair. I saw the hair being pensile. Yes, but that was about it.
She had all the agility. We just seen it. It was all done off screen.
Yeah, Crystal is very powerful too. See, the whole royal family is very powerful. Like, it stacks up.
How the hell are they even family, dude? I don't get it.
The whole royal family is supposed to be. They don't explain a lot. That's why I say I didn't like it as much. It has potential. They rushed a lot of things, but if you look at the way it is with Inhumans, it's supposed to be everyone is powerful, and then you get to Black Bolt, and then you meet the most powerful one. You know, that's literally it. As you can say, you see, all he told his parents was what? Just kind of like, and that's his parents' fault. You know why? He's supposed to stand behind the kid and have the argument. You want to yell, boy? Go ahead and yell.
Well, the thing is, they didn't know what his power was.
No, they knew. I mean, okay, they kind of. No, they knew at that point because he already got Terragenesis, so which means once he comes out of the chamber, he's going to say something, and then everything goes.
All right.
I don't know. Like I said,
I'm just saying with the show. I'm not even saying about comic book, just the show itself, because from the way they do it in the show is you go to the chamber, they put the crystal. Nobody dies because they all have the Inhuman genes. It's just to activate it. So you come out of the chamber and you're like, I got a few people dying in front of you. You're like, okay, never mind. We know your powers. So I'll put it that way. But I mean, it seems like, we all liked it to a certain degree, right?
I liked it. I'm going to keep watching.
Yeah, I'm going to keep watching it too.
I mean, honestly, let's be real. There's only 6 more weeks to go with it.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm not watching Gifted, but no.
Yeah, I forgot to set it up to record, so I'm probably not going to watch it either.
There we go. That's more.
I guess I'll be watching it by myself.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to say anything for the Gotham fans there quickly?
Yeah, Gotham sucks. Why are you watching that stupid crap? Freaking a little.
Okay, all right. It's just.
I kept it PG.
It's just this season of Gotham has been pretty good so far. I am really happy that they're bringing in Scarecrow now. Scarecrow is my favorite Batman villain. I love that guy. Jonathan Crane.
But what's he doing in the show with Boy Wonder first #1? Not Batman. Batman's not in the show. I mean why
some
have
stupid
Scarecrow?
kid who thinks he's Bruce Wayne.
But no, the only gripe I have with this show so far is what they have finally decided to do with Poison Ivy again. Is that you know how Poison Ivy is a metahuman that can manipulate and control plants. Yeah. And she has poison. Well, she got that because she came into contact with some chemicals and was also in contact with some plants, got fused together. We all know her origin story. Well, in the TV show, she becomes that metahuman by drinking a bunch of herbs of teas and chemicals from some sort of shaman Asian new age health store. I mean, she got it all from a safe, and she just started chugging everything. And you started seeing her face all mutate and everything, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It's
stupid. Look. Just like Bruce wearing a stupid mask, thinking he's freaking Batman.
Look. My main issue with this show from season 1 has always been Ivy Pepper. I have always had a problem with her because, first off, Poison Ivy's real name is not Ivy Pepper. It's Pamela Isley, so you need to get that shit right. And then secondly, you don't age a 14-year-old girl to a 28-year-old woman in one night. And then of course, turning her into a metahuman by drinking a bunch of, like, chemicals at the back of some sort of, like, corner store in Chinatown. Just you don't do that stuff. They have not had any idea what to do with that character, and every time they tried to attempt to do something with her, they have effed it up every time.
Really, Charles? You're complaining about that? Why don't you complain about that god-awful stupid show? The show is stupid. It has no business being on the air. If you're not going to have Batman in your show, then don't make one.
No, see,
you could have made Batman 20 years old, just starting out, and I would have been okay with it.
I disagree with you there. I think, again, as always, they had something. They jumped the shark. There are two things. You can make a show called Gotham. You can make a show called Gotham 2 seasons, and you can make it about Jim Gordon. That's it. You make it a tight storyline. You throw in one or two Batman villains that make sense. Penguin is great. You throw in an extra villain like Fish Mooney, sure. You may even throw in Mr. Freeze just because he's older. Something like that, right? It's a short miniseries, right?
Oh, yes.
12
Here we go.
And you're done.
Here we go. Hey, Gordon.
No, not that Freeze, of course. But I'm just saying, my problem with the show is that its show has lived past its life. Now they're throwing in villains. And the thing is that when Batman became Batman, the first people he dealt with were mob bosses. Then the crazies started to pour in. And this show already has the crazies. I mean, like, if Gotham is like this, who the hell want, like, people can go live in the city with mob bosses. You're like, yeah, sure. There's people who, I just don't go in that crowd. I don't go to certain places. But when you now just have the whole place running and there's no Batman to police any of this, I'm surprised that you've not heard like a mass exodus of people out of Gotham, and once going to Metropolis, they're like, forget this joint, I'm out of here. I'm just saying that to me, just kind of, it should be in a mini series, 2 seasons, tight, beautiful, and you go, I like that. Now let's see you do that for a young Batman mini series again. No, like a Batman Year One mini series, boom. Done, or something like whatever the case may be, but it's just outlived its welcome, which is why the ratings have dropped.
Because the show's stupid.
It's okay.
And then here's the problem with a lot of shows. If you built an audience, said on Monday, leave your show where the hell it started at, because people are used to it on Mondays. They're not used to it on, I believe it's Thursday night, Charles?
Yeah, it's Thursdays now.
I mean, unless half the population is DVRing it, then fine, it would pick it up. But if they're not going to be aware that it moved dates. I hate it when shows do that. Granted, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is moving to Fridays, and we all know why. ABC wanted to cancel it. So they put it on the night of the week that they don't give a shit about. Hence, why do you think Inhumans is there?
Inhumans is what day? Monday?
On Friday nights.
On Friday. Okay. All right. We shall see. Anyway, guys, let's wrap this up. We don't get too angry at the end. Apologize for the anger, people. Apologize for the anger.
You bring up Gotham, dude. Gotham brings out the rants.
It's like, hey, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I still enjoy the show, regardless of its flaws.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the only major flaw it has is what they've been doing to Poison Ivy. That just really upsets me.
Dev age, man. Come on. Anyway, we'll wrap up this week. Next week, what shows are starting next week?
The only show is going to be Gifted and Inhumans. It's the following week where everything is back.
Back. Okay, cool. So, which means our breakdown for those shows will be the week after. Or, I guess Supergirl will be the only one. No, Supergirl will be going on at 9 anyway, too. So
Supergirl starts at 8.
Hey, okay, so we may cover Supergirl right beforehand.
No, because I ain't watching that crap live.
Too bad. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and joining us. We, of course, always discuss comic book TV shows, news, all that fun stuff. And definitely follow us on our social media. You can follow Mr. Buddha Rod, aka
Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha.
I know I can see it. I'm just going like Buddha Rod is what I know quite well. And Charles, what is your handle on Twitter again?
I changed it again, but
Oh, Jesus Christ!
yes.
You're not bored. You're not bored, Charles, no more.
I might change it back. I'm still deciding. I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be using Twitter for. So I want to have an ad handle that will be fitting to that specific use. But I might be using Twitter to network my streams on Twitch once I start doing that again. So
either one of y'all heard about Paramount doing a live action Sonic movie?
Yes, it's doing that. The Sonic the Hedgehog moves from Sony to Paramount.
Why?
Yeah, but anywho, on the subject of my Twitter account, as of right now, I'm not putting my handle out there because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. So,
okay, cool.
Dude, Bored Charles was just fine
for bored at work. But if I'm going to use my Twitter for networking, on my
not really. It's just you're bored in general. You're bored, Charles. You're a bored person in general.
Either way, follow Charles on his Twitter handle, and of course, for us, it's Bored at Work. I just want to share this image. This is
now we know why he couldn't shave his mustache.
This is fan made. This is not. It's not actually real, but this could be how he looks with a black suit. And you can follow us on Twitter. It is Bored at Work. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and once you do, hit that notification icon to get notified of our latest videos. This is Thunder E saying thank you, and always.
And if we get to 100 viewers, we might do a special giveaway.
Oh, 100 viewers live stream? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let people know. Chime in. If you get 100 viewers, I have something to give away. So there's stuff to give away here. It's usually electronics, but it might be comic book based too. I might search into my deep caverns of comic books and bring something nice and special out. We shall see. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and enjoy.
Bye-bye.